been waiting for a while. I want to take Brian Hill from Virginia calling in regards to judicial corruption. What's your comment? Thank you for holding for so long, Brian.
You're welcome. I used to be involved with, I was USWGO Alternative News, and I've got enough evidence that federal judges and state judges are no longer following the laws, even under the Supreme Court.
Okay. Yeah, yes. And you're sharing that where?
Pretty much, my friends and family have kept a website. Would you mind if I bring it up?
No, go ahead. That's why you called
I can,
in.
but I just want to say I've never gone to it, so I therefore can't advocate for it.
But tell us about it. Tell us what you guys do.
Tell us what it is.
All right. Pretty much what happened was I had gotten a federal charge back in 2013 for a crime I was framed on. And by the time that I went before the federal judge and I'd gotten the discovery, I was not allowed to look at the discovery, only a small portion.
Of course.
And then I was told to take the plea agreement. My family was told, get your son to take the plea agreement or he faced 20 years.
Yes, yes.
I took the plea agreement, and then after that, they admitted I have no victims. No child was victimized by me. Then they started admitting it was downloading 11 months when I did not have the computer, but my family took photographs of the discovery papers and had leaked them to not just the federal filings, but also to the web. And it said for 11 months after the police took my computer in the town of Mayodan that it continued downloading. And I told the police officer it was a Trojan horse, Robert Bridge, who is he's a private intelligence incident handler now. He's a part of the government networks, the private, SCIRT type stuff. Anyways, I told them about the Trojan horse, and then they said, we found files on your computer, you better just tell us. And I gave a false confession, and they tried to match the download dates with my confession.
Hold on a second. What did you have on your computer?
They claimed it was CP. You pretty much know what that is, images.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you gave a false confession? Why would you do that?
Well, because they said if you didn't fess up, your mother would be held responsible.
I can understand.
Your mother would be held responsible.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Listen, this is what they do.
Yes, I put it in affidavit.
And everyone in alternative media or in any capacity where you're on the internet and you are a voice, right? Any kind of voice. Everybody lives in fear of exactly what happened that you're describing anyway, is going to happen to them. It can happen so easily. So what you're saying is you were able to eventually prove that the charges against you were false.
Yes, that's correct. And I had the download dates. They tried to cover that up, but I have copies of photographs of the discovery materials. And not only that, they admitted that I have no victims. And because of all that, I filed a motion that was uncontested under the local rules of the court. And it said if it's uncontested, that it could be granted normally, as the course of action. And the judge looked at that where I finally got all the proof together, and Thomas David Schroeder, the federal judge, the chief judge, said meritless and frivolous. And I was shocked when he said that, despite the proof I got from the pre-sentence report and the proof from the covered-up discovery evidence.
How long ago did all of this take place? And I have just a matter of a couple
2012,
minutes.
2013.
Wow. Okay. Give out that website so that I can go do some background, if I could.
All right. It's Justice for, that's FOR, USWGO.wordpress.com.
All right, fantastic, Brian. Thank you for calling in. If I find it interesting, I find it interesting what you were saying. That's why I wanted you to continue on. I will get back in touch with you. I will.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Final commentary.
It can
here.
happen to anyone.
Yeah. Queen Elizabeth